What's up, guys? Rob Kuhn here, and in life, you either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. In today's video, we're going to see two super villains battle it out on the felt, Garrett Adelstein and Nik Airball. Let's go ahead and get in the action and see what happens.
You said I saved you.
Emotionally, but I think I lost like 50K when you were there. Like 5 minutes.
Depressed.
We were gambling.
Hostile Casino Live brought to you by High Stakes Poker Productions. I want to thank our sponsors, WPT.
Just for context in this hand, this is while Garrett Adelstein was still the golden boy of the hustler and Nik Airball was starting to become a more prominent figure. Things have changed recently, as you've probably seen.
Every dollar Garrett's made in poker, it's pretty accountable. And it's all from bum hunting. So that's just the truth. So the narrative he gives and everything is just fake. It's just fake. And it's kind of pathetic, to be honest.
Now, this was prompted after Garrett made a tweet seemingly out of nowhere, basically calling Airball a scumbag. Now, I don't personally have the full story, but it's safe to assume they're probably not best friends. Let's go ahead and get into the action and see what happens.
Global and Bet MGM Poker. Get a raise from Garrett with 9-7. Nik Airball with a gut shot plus the flush draw.
On a 9-high board, Garrett decides to check, which I really like. Most of the time when you're out of position and a player flats you in a very strong position, such as under the gun 1, like Nik Airball does here, you want to be checking to that player and then go from there. There's no reason for him to do anything else besides call, as you're only going to really get called by better. Let's continue on.
And Garrett check calls. One of the very many outs here for Nik Airball as he hits his queen. Big bet here from Airball. Bets 3,000 into 1,800.
With 1,800 in the middle, Nik Airball decides to bet 150% pot or 3,000, and Garrett goes for the call with second pair and a flush draw. There's nothing really else to do here. If you're Garrett, once again, you don't want to be check raising, as Nik Airball, once he bets 150%, is saying he has a very strong hand, like queen minimum. And I actually like this bet size from Nik Airball. He's really polarizing his range, so if he has a hand that has blockers to the straight, like ace-10 or ace-jack or king-jack or king-10, these are really good hands to go for the big bet. So I really like this play. Let's continue on and see the river.
Eight on the river. Garrett checking one more time. And Airball is going to bet what looks like pot.
That was a very splashy bet.
Really interesting bet here. He's over betting the pot. It's a really interesting spot from Nicky. I like it.
I'm having fun.
Not a sizing you would expect Nik to choose with just a pair of queens, no kicker.
Gave up on the raise, right? Good choice, big boy. Yeah, good choice. Don't try to bluff me.
Thank you. Appreciate the compliment.
I made like a 95,000 bad calls yesterday against Andy, so I'm gonna pay you up every time. So don't try to bluff. Bad for your mental health and financial health.
Yeah.
Before we see what Garrett does, what would you guys do in this spot? Nik Airball bets 8,000 into roughly 8,000. He's really representing only a queen or better, such as a straight, a full house. And of course, he can have a lot of bluffs in his range, but this is not an easy spot. Garrett has an okay hand to call with, but it's not easy. I'm not sure what I would do if I was Garrett. Personally, I would probably lean fold, but let's go ahead and see what Garrett ends up doing.
Can we get time trips for Garrett?
I don't care if you have a big spot if you've been tanking all day. You've already used your tanks. It's like if you're playing online. You already used your time bank. It's gone now, buddy. Now I'm calling shot clock and we're gonna move on.
What a nice guy you are, Nick.
Trying to give you 8,000.
Do you think they're friends?
Taking forever, Garrett. We gotta go faster.
That's a joke.
You guys gonna pull me off too.
What would Wesley say? Ling Ling, what would Wesley say?
Don't know.
I think you'd say max value.
Garrett pays him off. Nice pot there for Nik Airball.
I'm on kill.
Good, me too.
Garrett gets the unfortunate news by making the call and seeing Nik Airball have top pair. This is a really nice line from Nik. He goes for the overbet on turn, polarizing his range. He goes for the thin value bet on river. I don't think a lot of people would actually go this sizing, and they might even opt to check back. But I think with his image, he gets to go a little bit thinner, and this is a nice bet. But what happens when we see two villains battle it out? Who's the winner? Us, the viewer. I hope you guys like this analysis. Much love.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my apple.